Join me as I dive into the surprising record turnout in key states and see if I can make sense of what it all means for this election. Today, we're witnessing history in the making, record voter turnout in key states that's shattering all expectations, and it's an absolute game changer for this election. In previous elections, voter turnout has been a major concern. We've seen low participation rates, especially among certain demographics, which has led to a lack of representation and a skewed political landscape. The challenges have been many, from voter suppression to lack of access to polling stations, and even apathy among eligible voters. These issues have contributed to a sense of disillusionment and disenfranchisement among citizens, making them feel like their voices aren't being heard. The consequences of low voter turnout have been severe, with entire groups of people being left behind and ignored by policymakers. This has led to a lack of trust in the electoral process and a general feeling of disconnection from the political system. We've also seen how low voter turnout has enabled extremist ideologies to gain traction, as those who do vote tend to be more ideological and less representative of the general population. This has led to a widening of the political divide, making it increasingly difficult to find common ground and work towards the common good. The stakes have never been higher, and it's becoming clear that the future of our democracy depends on our ability to engage with the electoral process and make our voices heard. The good news is that this election has seen a marked shift in voter behavior, with more and more people exercising their right to vote. This is a direct result of the tireless efforts of activists, organizers, and everyday citizens who've worked to increase voter engagement and access to the polls. From online registration drives to get out the vote campaigns, we've seen a grassroots movement that's pushed back against voter suppression and ensured that every citizen has an equal opportunity to participate in the democratic process. So, what's driving this record turnout? For one, changes in voting laws have made it easier for people to cast their ballots. We've seen the introduction of automatic voter registration, same-day registration, and expanded early voting periods, all of which have helped to reduce barriers to voting. Additionally, increased voter engagement efforts have helped to mobilize communities that have historically been disenfranchised, ensuring that their voices are heard and their concerns are addressed. The current political climate has also played a significant role in driving voter turnout. With issues like healthcare, education, and social justice at the forefront of the political debate, citizens are more invested than ever in the outcome of this election. We're seeing a level of civic engagement that's unprecedented, with people from all walks of life coming together to demand change and push for a better future. Let's take a closer look at some of the most surprising state results that are exemplifying this record turnout. In Arizona, for example, we're seeing a huge surge in Latino voter turnout, with many citing concerns over immigration and healthcare as their top priorities. In Georgia, African American voters are making their voices heard, with a focus on voting rights and social justice. And in Texas, young voters are leading the charge, with a strong focus on climate change and education. These demographic shifts are significant, and they're changing the way we think about voter turnout. We're seeing a more diverse electorate that's more engaged, more energized, and more committed to creating change. This is a clear rejection of the status quo and a demand for a more inclusive, more representative democracy. So, what does this record turnout mean for the future of our democracy? In short, it's a ray of hope in a political landscape that's often seemed broken and dysfunctional. It's a reminder that, despite our differences, we can come together to demand change and push for a better future. And it's a testament to the power of civic engagement, proving that when we work together, we can achieve great things. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this record turnout, and how do you think it'll impact the future of our democracy? And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more election analysis and coverage. I'll see you in the next video.